and spokesperson has updated reporters on the new and peacekeeping mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, MONUSCO, where peacekeepers continue to support efforts to protect civilians amid the prevailing situation in the country, and of course attacks by the Codeco armed group in the Ituri province and the UN support mission in Libya. Briefing journalists on Tuesday in New York, spokesperson for the Secretary General Stephen Dujarric said the MONUSCO deployed peacekeepers from its standing combat deployment in response to an ambush by the armed group at Tishuri Bridge, about 24 kilometers from Dugu. And let's have more details of that in this report. Recent attacks by the Codeco armed group on the United Nations mission in the DR Congo have led to the killings of several individuals, including UN personnel. In his recent update on the prevailing situation in the Central African nation, Mr. Dujarric said this was the third reported attack by the same group in the area in about a week. According to him, UN peacekeepers intervened on both previous occasions and are continuing to patrol the areas. On Libya, Dujarric said the mission in that country today expressed its concern about security incidents and developments in Tripoli and their impact on the civilian population. The spokesperson further reveals that the mission reminds all parties involved of their responsibility under international law to protect civilians.
The mission reminds all parties involved of their responsibility under international law to protect civilians. The mission is also concerned about the possible impacts of these developments on the ongoing efforts to cultivate an environment that is conducive to advancing the political process, including preparations for national elections.
Cognizant of the need to prioritize dialogue to resolve the prevailing crisis, the mission calls for an immediate de-escalation and an end to the ongoing armed clashes.
The mission calls for an immediate de-escalation and an end to the ongoing armed clashes. Violence is not acceptable means to resolve disagreements. All parties must preserve the security gains achieved in recent years and address differences through dialogue.
According to the United Nations, more than 45 people were recently killed and a dozen wounded by a militia group in eastern Congo's Ituri province. Escalating violence in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo has displaced nearly 1 million people since January, according to the International Organization for Migration, and an estimated 6.1 million are internally displaced.